Welcome to the debauchery.
Two handymen went missing from a 20-acre Wimer, Oregon farm in 2012 and 2013, respectively. Their whereabouts were unknown until 2014, when detectives visited the farm and made a gruesome discovery. Plus, we answer your mail call questions, and Garrett tells us that throwing food and having sex with inanimate objects is frowned upon in the state of Florida. Who would have thought? Florida. I'm Dave Jari.
I'm Garrett Corder.
And this is Criminal as Fuck.
That is Criminal as Fuck.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Criminal AF. Once again, I am Dave Jari, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Garrett Corder.
How we doing?
Hey, I want to give out a huge shout-out to Sydney Story, Dylan White, Leah McIntosh, Dakota Manchette, and Matt Bailey for becoming our newest members of the Debauched. Thank
Love
you
the
so
support,
much.
guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'd also like to say hello to all of our new free members on Patreon as well. It's good to be back, Garrett.
Dude,
It's real good to be back.
I missed you so much, buddy.
I went on a nice 3 to 4 week little excursion.
Mm-hmm.
Did a little.
I went out to Maine.
Yeah, you
Up
went
to Maine?
Yeah, up. Yep. Yeah,
You
so,
had a little bit more history in your vacation.
Yeah.
I just sat on the beach all day.
Yeah. So for the main listeners, for the public listeners, we've been going for quite a while. However, I did post some stuff to our Patreon members. You can see all that for $5. $5
It's Dave's historical vlogs. Walking around a fucking mass graveyard.
Dude, I did, an hour and a half video for Manassas, almost a 2-hour movie for Antietam, and an over 2-hour video for Gettysburg. So it's all on our Patreon if you want to check it out. If not, you can tell me to go fuck myself. I don't know. I won't tell you.
Yeah, you probably walked you had to have walked a couple miles.
Oh, I did a lot of walking. Hell yeah. I did a lot of walking.
No, I walked 4 feet to the beach and sat my ass down and did absolutely nothing. So that sounds like more of a vacation to me. But,
Yeah.
to each its own.
I was a little bit too long. Like I was over it,
I get what you're saying. I think everybody, the vacation's fun. You plan it. You're like, oh, you're all excited. And then like halfway through, you're like, I just want to go home in my own bed.
Yeah.
I just want my own bed.
I want to sleep in my own bed.
That's all I was thinking.
Call it a day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, when I spent 2 weeks in Italy, I was...
Mr. World Traveler over here.
All right, Mr. Bougie fucking Italian over
trying to
here.
flex.
Oh, yeah. When he was backpacking through the Swiss Alps.
Yeah.
It's like, I only eat pizza in Italy.
It's delicious, by the way.
That now
Italian, like actual Italian pizza is delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least the one we had.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
No.
I'm such a shitty American pizza fan.
You
It's
like
just
Greek,
so
the Greek
good.
pizza?
Yes.
The Greek pizza?
I'm not going to... but Connecticut.
Yeah, I know.
Pizza
we
capital
are
of the
the
world.
pizza
Amen.
capital of the world.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anyone says on this podcast. I will argue with you to the death that Connecticut has the best pizza.
The New Haven pizza.
Yes.
Their New Haven pizza.
But no, there's people that'll freak out. They're like,
Well, and I do have to take some people to New Haven
yes.
and have them try Sally's and Modern and...
You got to do the gauntlet. That's what we
The
call
gauntlet,
it. We call
yes.
it, if anybody wants to come to Connecticut, you got to go to New Haven, do the gauntlet.
Thanks for the invite, by the way.
If you haven't had it...
I've only had fucking Pepe's at the casino.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
not
no,
either.
no.
Doesn't count.
I've never been to
Doesn't
New
even
Haven.
count.
I never did.
You get a slice of either cheese or pepperoni. You can't go specialty because you have to try the base. Pepperoni's fine. I would say
Okay,
pepperoni.
Portnoy.
No, it's just true. You got to
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Yeah, one
It's
bite,
probably
everybody knows the
trademarked,
rules.
so we're screwed.
There you go.
and then try a slice from each place. And then,
Maybe
and then rank it.
that needs to be one of our special day trips that we document.
Ooh, exclusively on the Patreon.
Exclusively on the Patreon.
Ooh.
Exclusively on the Patreon.
My sons and I, we went to Philadelphia. It was a birthday present given to me to go tour the
I saw
Eagle
your
Stadium.
pic.
Yeah,
I saw your pic.
we actually did a comparison between D'Alessandro's steak and cheese, and Chubby's. We actually have a video.
You didn't hit the big two?
I haven't put.
Geno's and Pat's?
Dude, that's
I know,
that's
it's tourist shit. I know.
And they both suck. But I would have to say D'Alessandro is probably my number one. Ishkabibble is my number two officially.
Ishkabibble, it's a staple on this podcast now. Is by Steak and Cheese Grinders.
Yep. Even people who are from Australia, they're like, I gotta try me.
Subs, sorry for the non-New Englanders.
Yeah, no, it's a grinder. But what is it? What is this thing you said you had something for me?
Oh, I almost forgot.
Yeah.
So our friend Debbie over at True Crime University.
Okay.
Obviously, everybody's heard the ads. Everybody, all that stuff.
Yeah. Here we go. Hold on.
Dave's birthday was a while ago. We all went on vacation, so we haven't.
My God!
We haven't posted a new episode in a while, so this will be the first time he actually opens it.
Was it a fucking bomb? What is it?
It's I don't know where it's from.
Fucking
that's for
concrete?
sure.
What's in it?
But Debbie,
it went through the Secret Service, right?
Yeah.
Checked out.
Oh no, it's definitely a bomb then.
Debbie from True Crime University sent this over to you for as a birthday present. We might have to blur this out.
Why? What is it? Is it a dildo?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm opening it right now. Fucking. So she sent it to you.
Yeah.
To give to me.
I will tell you the full story after we see it
right.
about the debacle that happened when this showed up to my door.
What the fuck is it? I see titties. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Take it out of the plastic.
Is it real?
I don't know. It's real. I thought it was wet when I first opened it.
Is there actual holes I can use? Hold on a minute. Wait, how do you get it out of the plastic?
He said with absolute seriousness.
Yeah. Is there holes I can use? Hold on, let me get it out of the plastic. All right, we're gonna show this. Can we get a close up?
You definitely can't show that on YouTube.
Hold on, wait.
It's got an asshole too.
Oh my God. Hold on. Oh yeah, listen.
It sounds real.
Oh my God.
Oh, Debbie with a
What's
winner.
that? Ooh, shave too. You gotta blur that out.
It looks disgusting.
Oh my God, that is fucking hilarious. Look, it's got the little.
That has to stem from our episode where we just were ranking Amazon. They're nice, right?
Feel the tits.
Let me squeeze. I want to squeeze.
This is hilarious. Oh, my fingertips! It does have a hole. My.
Let me see it.
My finger. Look.
I didn't open it when I.
Fingers.
We're definitely blurring this off. Oh shit! It's heavy.
Yeah, dude. I think I just dropped something.
Oh, I don't even want to do it. By the time this gets home to Dave's house tonight, it's going to be used.
Dude, that thing is going to be used and fucking abused.
Great job, Debbie, by the way, too.
That is
great
hilarious.
Gift. Here, pass it over. I don't know how we're going to block this one out.
We're going to keep it right here. You my girl, right there. Don't imagine doing this the whole fucking video.
The story behind this, right, is when she found out, when she was asked for my address, she sent it as to Garrett Corder. And my address. It wasn't criminal AF. It wasn't anything like that. So my wife opened it.
She saw it.
And she was like, what the fuck did you order? And I'm like, I completely forgot I had this conversation with, Chris from Fright Flick Mary Kill. And I completely forgot.
Cheeky?
No.
Chris. Oh, Chris.
God, I messed up. Chris.
Cheeky.
No.
Or Jay.
Jay. Why is his name Chris on?
Oh no,
we definitely have to edit that out.
No, it is Chris.
Yeah, his first name's Chris.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about Chick.
Okay, so see now I'm fucking up. So Chris messaged me and said, "Hey, Debbie wants to send something." I sent him my address. So when it came up, Kelly looked at it and was like, "What the fuck did you order?" And I completely forgot I had the conversation that, I'm sending something for Dave's birthday. Make him open it on the next episode. So I'm like, I didn't order anything. And she's like, why the fuck would you order this? Like, that's so weird. Like, what? She was generally upset about the fact that I ordered that on Amazon.
Really?
And I was like, no, I had to have been a mistake. And then when I got home, and she didn't even tell me what it was. She was just mad. I was like, what the fuck did that, like, what did I order? I was looking at my Amazon history and everything. I get home, I see that, I'm like, oh, that's gotta be for Dave. And then I remembered. But legit upset about, she thought that I ordered that.
She opened it?
She's like, you're into this shit?
She opened it?
Yeah, she opened it.
Dude, this can't be cheap.
No.
This can't be cheap.
No, it's got some weight to it, for sure.
Look, did they bounce? All right, put it somewhere.
All right, put it in the box. Put it in the box.
What's in the box?
You know what's so funny? He's like, put it somewhere. Like he's not gonna get home and look it.
What's in the box?
So yeah, thank you, Debbie, for getting Dave that awesome gift.
That is amazing. Oh my god, thank you so much, Debbie. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, we got to figure out how we're gonna put that on YouTube.
Maybe we can. That can be the first.
Get a shelf.
We get a shelf. We'll put them up there. We'll put pasties on it so it's safe. We'll put some underwear.
I don't know. Those are some nice nipples.
Oh,
we'll
man.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. Thank you very much, Debbie. Yeah. So good to be back now.
I know.
Yeah, look at that. We got almost a life-size fucking midget doll.
Oh man.
All right. Focus
All right,
in.
yeah.
let's get
Focus.
to
We're already getting distracted because
All right.
you brought out tits and look at us. We're a mess.
And it has actual holes.
Oh god,
It
that's
has
so
actual
gross. That's so gross.
holes. All right. So
I love how Casey just shut up completely.
Yeah,
He's like, nah, that's
yeah.
not in my realm.
he's like, that's out of my wheelhouse. So,
Have fun
yeah.
with that.
Trust me. I'll send pictures.
Ew.
I'll post it on the Patreon.
Yeah, you guys sign up for the Patreon. $5. Dave will pose with it.
Our next exclusive
Yep.
Patreon content.
Yes, it's gonna be the Polaroids. Just
It's stuck.
we'll finally get the Polaroids that Dave promised at 100 subscribers.
All right. So there is a short story that I want to share real quick that Holly Moe shared with us on our WhatsApp chat group. So it originally came from a Reddit from Herman the Shocker. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. But
No,
guess
I have not heard of
He
him.
posts these wild stories or whatever. Now I searched high and wide to cross-reference this story because I'm like, it seems kind of a little fucking wild to be an actual legit fucking story. But because it doesn't have really any particular information, identifying information other than the city and state of where it comes from, right? However, doing the digging that I do, I did find a text on archive.org, and it's from a book called Sex-Related Homicide and Death Investigation, Practical and Clinical Perspectives.
Ooh.
Right? In this case...
Sounds legit to me.
Yeah, it's actual fucking study, I guess. And this is a case that's listed in the book as case study number 7. So this is in fact a true story. But as I mentioned, because it's a case study, there's really no name of the person involved. There's no name of the victim, blah, 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 right? Anyways, this event takes place in Pontiac, Michigan.
What a name.
Yeah.
Pontiac, Michigan.
Pontiac.
The home of the IROX Camaro and trailer parks.
Yeah, let's go. All right, in a police interview, a man admitted to having gay tendencies at the age of 7. His first gay experience was in the state hospital at the age of 14 when another patient forced him to have anal sex with him.
Oh, Jesus.
He stated that it scared him, but he liked it. He liked that little rimming, yeah. He also stated that he had been committed to the hospital over his fantasies about killing his neighbor and had begun tape recording his fantasies.
Whoa.
Right? He spent 3 years at the state hospital, and during his stay, he reported that he constantly had these killing fantasies, could not get rid of them. So fast forward a little bit, and the subject now has a male lover whom he has been with for approximately 10 years, and they have a long history of domestic violence. The subject claimed that he and his lover decided to meet each other at a motel to carry out their long-planned murder-suicide. Now, I'm not sure who'd be willing to want to attend their own murder-suicide.
Wasn't there a whole thing about a guy wanting to eat somebody? That was a true story, too.
That was true, sorry.
And he met up.
Yeah.
One guy wanted to be eaten. The other guy wanted to eat somebody. That was a
Yeah.
fetish thing.
Yeah.
They met on FetLife or somewhere. Yeah.
I don't know.
So I can see this completely.
All right, some crazy people out there, but okay. Now, the subject told the police that he wanted to kill his lover for all of the years of his bitching about his drinking. Shut your fucking mouth, I'll drink if I want to.
They're just nips.
Yeah. So what, it's fucking 8 in the morning. He admitted that he tried to strangle him in the past, but he couldn't go through with it. Now, on this particular day, they both consumed a few bottles of wine and had taken some drugs. The subject suddenly stabbed his lover and left the knife in the victim's stomach. The subject then stated that he began to think of the fantasies he had in the past of cutting up his lover and taking body parts. He would often masturbate to these fantasies and think about playing with the body parts. He started by sawing off his victim's penis and testicles and taking them to the bathroom where he washed them. He kept the penis, but he flushed the testicles down the toilet because he didn't like the way they looked.
That's so specific.
They probably popped out of the fucking nut sack, and he's like, "Oh, these things are kind of like fucking disgusting." Yeah.
We've all seen BME Pain Olympics.
Yeah.
That's a throwback to the 90s. Any 90s kids watching that.
He then sliced off the victim's ears and put one of the ears down the victim's throat. But then he changed his mind. He wanted it back. So he cut off the victim's head and took the ear out through the fucking neck. The subject then pulled out the victim's intestines and sucked on them and played with them.
Jesus, this is getting brutal.
Yeah. He also sucked on the severed penis in an attempt to make it hard.
Oh.
Now, you kind of need blood to make a dick.
Yeah, or, a living corpse, but okay.
Yeah, whatever. All right. And
I can see where he's going in his mind,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sucking on the intestines and then sucking on a detached, severed, flaccid penis. You can see that, Garrett?
No,
all
right, keep going. Just keep
I don't know.
going.
You're the one who said you can see where it's going.
Stop. Now you made it real.
Oh, okay. All right. Then the subject then cut out the victim's tongue and armpit. Okay. Why the armpit? I mean, it's pretty fucking specific. I don't know. What do you think? Why do you think he wants to?
I don't know.
And how do you do it? Do you cut it like a fucking fillet? I mean, just kind of like.
I'm trying to feel my armpit now. You could cut a hole.
You can cut a hole. You can cut out a hole, or you can, slice it, whatever. I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So the subject then took the victim's penis, ears, tongue, and armpit and washed them in the sink. He then proceeded to masturbate to the body parts before placing them in his pants pocket. When he was arrested, he was found with the body parts still in his pants.
Wow.
He was refusing to let those things go. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys because when I first read it, I was like, "There's no fucking way this is real. There's no way." But it is. It's yeah. I just wish there was like more details, like who was it, who's the victim,
That's a very
like I looked.
I never understood the obsession with body parts. That's always a strange psyche thing that I can never get past.
Yeah.
What with Dahmer with I like the way they were shiny.
Yeah.
Like
exactly. All right. Before we jump into this fun today, we're just going to go over a few things regarding Criminal AF. We're a comedic, informative, true crime-ish podcast, heavy on the ish. Meaning we'll talk about some true crime, like our main story in Florida Man, but we'll also be talking about some things not related to true crime, like mail call or whatever rabbit holes our ADHD brains bring us down. But whatever we talk about, we'll be having some fun while we do it. Now, sometimes we find that these stories are particularly funny, and we like to call out these idiots who think they can get away with murder. Or maybe it's the police force who fucks up a case, whatever.
There's humor in it.
There's humor in it, of course. If this is your first time joining us, you're about to experience two guys who have zero filter and fucking swear a lot. And with that being said, we do discuss some pretty horrific and tragic stories that involve murder, rape, torture.
Okay.
And we will not shy away from the most gruesome of details, regardless of how disgusting they may be, like sucking on intestines.
Yeah, or keeping an armpit in your pocket.
Yeah. I wonder if you bring that to like a department store to sample the fucking deodorants.
I can see it being like a salmon, like a fillet of salmon.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Probably be the same texture too.
Now, we understand that Criminal AF is not for everyone, and that's okay. We just ask that you at least give it a listen, and if it's not for you, thanks for checking it out.
See ya.
But if it is, welcome to the debauchery. Now, head on over to criminalasfuck.com for all of your Criminal AF needs. If you're at work and you can't write the word fuck, you can go to criminalasfuckpodcast.com or criminalaf.llc. They'll take you to the same place, but it's just cooler to say fuck because
for sure.
That's how we roll. Anyway, you can check out all of our episodes, videos, reviews, send us messages for mail call and Dear Douchebags, as well as join our Patreon for as little as $2 a month for general support, or if you pay the $5 a month, you can get all the awesome historic videos that I just fucking posted.
Yeah, and you can also get Dave heavy breathing around Gettysburg.
Yeah, And this is where the first battle happened. Yeah.
This is the bloody lane.
I did a lot of fucking walking. Dude.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just. It was just funny that you're the one who pointed it out. I wouldn't
I
even
did.
have noticed. Once you pointed it out, that's all I can hear.
Yeah. A lot of breathing and mouth clicking. That makes a great video. All right. And now while you're there visiting Criminal AF, go check out our merch.
Go get you some.
Yes, sir. We're adding new styles and designs all the time. So jump into that rabbit hole and peep some of our stuff. You can also visit our friends over at welcometothe-debauchery.com, where you can find ourselves, Fright Flick FMK, and True Crime University. Finally, if there is one thing that we ask of you, is that you go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, and leave us a 5-star rating, a positive review, and click the share button. It costs you absolutely nothing to do, and it'll help us immensely in spreading the word that Criminal AF is the
#1 true crime podcast in the world.
And that's a true statement.
It is a true statement.
Yep.
Criminal AF will be back after this quick break.
Do you like scary movies? If your answer is yes, then you need to check out my show, Fright Flick FMK. My name is Jay, and along with my co-host, Gentleman Jack, I watch and discuss horror movies and tell you what I think about them. New or old, mainstream or underground. No horror flick is safe from my warped opinion. So go check out Fright Flick FMK now. We are on all major podcast platforms and YouTube. Also be sure to follow the show on all major social media sites. But be warned, we are not your mama's podcast, and this promo will be the longest amount of time you'll hear me talk without swearing or cracking an offensive joke. Now go grab your favorite drink, pull up a chair, and give us a listen.
Now back to Criminal AF.
Mail call. Mail call.
Oh, it's so nice having a producer.
It
dude.
is.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
God.
No buttons to
Makes
push.
me feel like we're
If the audience knew what we just went through,
I know.
Wait, no.
feel like
Listen.
Yeah.
This is a high-functioning, high-budget podcast, all right?
Absolutely, yeah.
We didn't just spend 8 hours trying to figure out a fucking audio go.
for no reason,
Yeah.
because we still can't figure out why.
We got together at 4:30 p.m. and it's now 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Yep.
But they don't need to know that.
Nope.
Nope. All they know is we have people behind the scenes that run around like mice behind us right
I mean,
now.
it certainly
Somebody's
looks,
making me a steak and asparagus with garlic mash right now.
Yeah, it certainly looks like a professional
Okay.
studio in here.
All right. You going to share some of that? Because I got nobody making me that.
Well,
What? Nothing? Okay. All right. It's time for mail call, where you send in your questions and we answer them honestly and truthfully. No secrets allowed. Could be anything you want to ask. Of course, there's the true crime questions. But also, is there anything you want to know about us? Casey's joining us now. You can ask Casey some questions too. Send them on in.
Yep.
No, it's
Break the ice. Some icebreakers for Casey Moore.
Yep. You can.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if you want your last name out there. My bad. For Casey. Sorry. Icebreakers for Casey.
Yeah, icebreakers for Casey. All right. If you want to know our deepest, darkest secrets, some of our hopes and dreams. Do you like penis in our porn or no penis?
Oh, penis.
Penis,
Got
definitely.
it. It's got
Yeah,
it.
penis.
I don't know what you fucking
Yep.
7?
Yeah.
Throwback. Call back to
What's in the box? Nothing is off limits. Now, for time purposes, we can only do 3 or 4. So if you don't hear yours in this episode, it will be coming up, I promise. First up, we have our good friend Lucy from
Lucy.
Yes, Vegas. And she asks, would you rather be snowed in or stranded on a tropical island? My question is, do we have volleyball on a tropical island? Is there a volleyball?
It doesn't matter. Nobody wants to be. I've seen Castaway. All right, I'm good.
It'd be lonely. It'd be lonely without Wilson.
You could also say, "Oh, do I have a fire? Stranded, snowed in." You know what I mean? If I have power, I'm fine. I'm gonna take snowed in.
Wait, you're taking snowed in?
Yes, I'm taking snowed in for sure. Well, let's make some parameters here.
Okay.
So, say we don't have power. We're stranded in a car.
For snowed in.
Snowed in, yeah.
Okay.
And
No heat.
No heat.
Stranded in the car.
Yeah.
Snowed in. Help is weeks away.
Yes, you don't know.
All right.
The plow could come in an hour. It could come in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Or you're stranded on a deserted island.
It's tropical though.
I'm changing my mind at that point.
It's pineapples and coconuts.
I have a chance to live.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
But then the worst part is if that snowplow came within
like 5 minutes after you left, and now you're stuck on a tropical island for the next 3 years.
But for a long period of time,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go tropical island. Too.
Oh,
Maybe I
absolutely.
can. Like I said, I've
To me-
watched Castaway. I
Yeah.
can survive.
To me, there's no fucking question.
Yep. You'll go crazy before you would die.
Yeah.
There's still ways to get food. What about you, Casey?
I can't stand the cold, so I'm
Me too.
almost certainly gonna take the tropical island. There's fish hopefully in the ocean that you can live off of, or crabs.
The only question is there going to be water to drink?
Yeah, so that's true.
Oh, when you get thirsty too,
You can drink coconut milk.
Yeah,
Coconut
you
milk,
could easily just melt some snow.
It's hard to get it out of coconut.
But you don't have any fire.
I mean, you just
Hold it in your hand.
Yeah, compress
and,
it.
and lick your fucking fingers.
compress it. Just compress it. I don't know. I'm not a survivalist. Come on. We're all gonna die in any of these situations anyway. What does it matter?
Yeah,
We're not Bear Grylls, guys. Come on.
Yeah, where did your car get stranded? Because there's a good chance you could just get rescued.
In the
Very
backwoods
true.
of Maine.
It's very true.
In the backwoods of Maine,
Now I'm starting to think.
where the roads don't get.
Maybe stranded. Maybe. Yeah. See, we're gonna go back and
'Cause
forth.
you know, like
we're
in
gonna
the-
come up with a better
in
thing.
New Hampshire, they shut down the Kangamangas Highway.
You made that up.
No, it's called the Kangamangas
The
Highway.
Kangamangas. That's made
Yeah.
up. That's made up.
No, because they don't plow it in the winter, so they shut it down. Like the road is just shut down.
But what? Where?
So you would get stuck
where does
there.
Kangamangas come from?
It's the Kangamangas Highway. You've ever been up there?
I go there every weekend.
To the
Shut up,
Kangamangas.
Look it up. Google it.
I'm sure it's real. I'm just fucking with you.
Kangamangas Highway.
I'm fucking with you.
Yep.
Uh,
But anyways, yeah, they shut it down every winter. They don't even plow it. So
I don't care. I'd rather
You're-
die on the island.
you're
I'm
stuck
going.
there.
I'm going island because I'd
Yeah.
rather die
absolutely,
and on the beach in a tropical setting
yeah. I don't care
than
if
frozen in my car.
I don't care if it's Block Island. I'm fucking going.
Sail away on the Block Island ferry.
All right,
All
that's
right.
good. All right.
That was pretty good, actually.
Thank you very much, Lucy. That was actually a thought provoking question.
Yes.
Next up, we have Jay from Fright Flick FMK, and he wants to know, how do you place the toilet paper on the TP holder? Do you unroll it from the top or from the underneath? There's only one answer. There's only one correct answer.
Yeah. I'm hoping we're on the same page because I'm not.
All right.
I don't
I'm
think
pretty
I don't,
sure.
I don't think we actually are. But if you look at the pattern on the toilet paper roll,
It's over the top.
it's over the top.
Yeah. That's,
I prefer it the other way.
Underneath?
you like it underneath?
Yeah.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Yeah.
Over
You're
the
a
top.
psychopath.
Over the top.
Yeah.
And you just pull
All right.
underneath. No, over the top.
Over the top.
Yeah.
It creates more friction when you have to like rip it off. Whereas if you do it under the bottom, it's like you got it goes.
That's when you pull it and then the whole
Yeah,
bottom
it goes
comes
like-
out.
Yeah. Yep.
I get what you're
Exactly.
saying though. I could see why under the top would be. No, I don't. Never
It's
mind.
just, to me, it's like aesthetically pleasing because it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's,
Dangling from the back
yeah, you don't see it.
rather than tucked nicely, folded like.
I don't
right
no,
onto the top.
I see what he's saying. Aesthetically, it works, but it's. I don't know. It's just a normal.
No,
It's over the top. Over the top. That's what we're going with.
I guess I'm over the top.
You, yeah, you're over the top. All right. Thank you very much, Jay. That was, I mean, we're pretty unanimous on that, except for
Yeah.
psychopath over here,
It's a
Casey.
very thought-provoking question.
All right. Next up, we have Debbie from True Crime University. And does this have anything to do with rubber?
I was gonna say
Fuck
the
dolls?
two guys that were behind the fucking
Yeah.
miniature sex doll.
The rubber fuck balls. All right. Do you guys like amusement parks? And if so, which one is your favorite?
Ooh, I like that question.
I love amusement parks. I know what my favorite is.
Go ahead, share with the class.
Tampa Busch Gardens.
You've said this before.
Yeah.
I've heard you talk about.
It's got the
this place.
cheetah.
I've heard you talk about this place. Tampa. I need to go there eventually. I have to say Universal.
Universal
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yep. I'm going Universal Adventure. It's not Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
Velocicoaster is so good. There's so many good rides there.
Yeah, I don't know if I've gone to enough amusement parks, but Magic Kingdom? The
Wait.
teacups is so...
Hey, listen, do not sleep on Magic Kingdom. That is still the best day.
Splash Mountain.
I'm coming from someone who
They don't have
just
Splash
recently
Mountain
did it.
anymore.
No, it's Tiana's.
It's still the same concept. It's just something
It's
different.
like updated, new animatronics,
Yeah.
lighting, everything. It's Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That's what it is. Something like that.
It was the other one was deemed, what, racist or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Oh,
a
was
couple.
it?
Yeah, there
Or
was a couple
insensitive
outdated
or something.
insensitive
Yeah.
things in the.
Like what?
I don't know. Who knows? We're not gonna get on. We're not gonna.
Ask Bob Iger.
Yeah.
Is it pussies being pussies, or is it
Probably. I think that's more of.
like, oh, that pelican is fucking offensive. It's looking at me fucking weird.
But
no,
I heard the updated ride is really good though.
Yeah.
Like they have Mickey's Runaway Railroad. Have you ever heard about that?
That's the
new one.
The train one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
But they used they're using animatronics and like lights that shine on them. It's really cool.
Interesting.
I will say the Everest ride at Animal Kingdom is pretty awesome.
Everest is awesome.
No, if we're talking like just not Disney, because it's not. It's for children.
No.
Well, I'm
going to Epcot.
I fucks with Disneyland. Like Disney's still a great
awesome.
trip. I mean, it's not
It's
as weird as
expensive, but-
Disney adults. Disney adults are weird. Like I have kids, so I get to say that. But
Yeah.
they're like
I've
the
been to Disney
40-year-old
without
people that
kids.
go. It's different though. I'm talking about like 45-year-old women who like have Disney stickers on their car that wear the matching ears and like it's Disney's their whole life. They're like, oh, did you know that the color green it's peekaboo green or what? Like they're telling you facts like, oh, maybe we can go. Disney adults are the worst. I don't care what anyone says. They're the worst.
Yeah, I think Six Flags sucks. I'm not a big Six Flags fan.
Superman's a great ride.
It's not my
Superman is a great ride.
thing. I would probably go with Universal.
Yeah.
So
Islands of Adventure.
Islands of Adventure. It's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. The Hulk is fantastic.
I like the rides at the Norwich Fair. It's in the Norwich Community Fair.
The carnival rides that you go on that are rusted.
There's a half drunk dude fucking behind there like,
They put up an entire Ferris wheel in like
he's tall
32
enough.
minutes.
Let him on.
Yeah. No. I'm going with Tampa Busch Gardens.
Tampa Busch Gardens. And I think we're both on the same page. Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
All right.
Where didn't they get rid of Jaws? Where was the Jaws ride? I love that ride as a kid.
That was the studio
Studios,
one.
right?
Yeah.
And then Earthquake. Remember, Earthquake scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, the Earthquake one. Yeah.
Earthquake one was good too. I'm telling you, Universal.
I'm not saying I don't like Universal. I'm just saying
It's got a little bit of everything.
Yep.
Universal does not have a cheetah. So.
I do wish we were sponsored by them.
Yeah,
You guys should take your family to Universal Studios.
Yes. And send us a check when you do.
Yeah. And
Universal.
Disney World.
All right. Thank you so much, Debbie, for your question. If you guys have questions to send in to us, just let us know. Send it in. Go to criminalasfuck.com or criminalaf.llc and click on the mail call tab.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is going on
shit.
in Florida?
Let's go to Florida.
Yeehaw. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh,
Some of the
okay,
best
good.
cops episodes ever.
St. Petersburg,
Coming, yes,
yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
During a drunken outburst Friday evening, a man threw gator nuggets into a Florida restaurant and then proceeded to sexually molest a manatee mannequin. Say that 5 times fast, manatee mannequin.
Mannequin.
In front of staff and patrons of the establishment, according to the Smoking Gun. Investigators say Anthony Michael Lessa, 23, was intoxicated when he caused a disturbance at Rick's Reef.
Welcome to Rick's Reef.
A seafood joint in St. Petersburg. Lessa, cops say, was throwing gator nuggets found in his right pants pocket upon arrest into the restaurant. What are gator? Oh.
What are gator nuggets?
They're exactly like chicken nuggets, but with alligator meat.
Oh.
Have you never had alligator?
I've had alligator.
Oh, dude, alligator's great.
I've never had gator nuggets.
It's like the consistency of chicken, or it's consistency of calamari, but it tastes like chicken. That's the best way to explain it.
I've had gator jerky.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about like a fresh tail. It's so good. Or nuggets in that instance.
Gator
When
nuggets.
employees confronted Lessa about flinging the nuggets, he became belligerent and advanced on the life-size manatee. Oh, show the manatee, Casey.
Oh, what's the manatee look like? Oh, look at him. Oh, he's just minding his own business.
To their shock and lightly amusement of onlookers, Lessa then went onto a sexually molest the mannequin, which had been known to wear a T-shirt promoting their scrumptious tacos. After running from the eatery, Lessa, cop's charge, caused a disturbance at a nearby hotel where he yelled and cursed at the front desk worker and stood in the parking lot yelling obscenities.
I want to fuck humanity.
When police arrived at the scene, Lessa exhibited multiple signs of intoxication and kept asking why he was being arrested. I don't know, dude, because you raped a manatee, threw gator nuggets at people. All right, do you have the police report?
I do.
I'm actually curious.
Yeah. Is that the charging document?
Yeah. He was charged with disorderly intoxication, disturbance. Lessa was booked into jail on the misdemeanor count. He was released from custody on Saturday morning. According to the LinkedIn page, Lessa is a student pilot who is attending a flight school in Ponte Verde. Lessa, who attended West Virginia University, gave his home address as his family's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania residence.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Now, we always joke about, like, oh, that's the most Florida thing ever. But
yeah,
this is up there. Because it's got gator tail, gator nuggets.
Gator nuggets.
Yeah. It's a Florida Napoleon Dynamite. He's keeping gator nuggets in his pockets.
But anybody want a nugget?
You got any tots?
Got nuggets?
Gator tots.
Yeah.
And a manatee. What's more Florida than manatees?
Who gets sexually assaulted.
Yeah. And then being belligerently drunk in public. It just got all the good things.
It's got one, two, yeah. It's got
all the good things.
Yeah, it's got all the good Florida
Nobody
things.
got hurt either, so it's like, you know.
Yeah. Except for the manatee, poor thing.
Yeah, everybody should go down to Florida or prior.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's my... I feel like I can move.
Where is this? St. Petersburg?
St. Petersburg. I feel like I can move there.
I wonder if that manatee's still sitting outside.
Oh, yeah. Now it's going to be a staple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are going to go up to it, taking pictures. They're not even going to know what happened to it.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Poor thing.
Yep. He's going to have fucking flashbacks. Criminal AF will be back after this quick break.
So you like to listen to people talk about crime, but did you ever wonder why criminals do the things they do? Like what makes them tick? My name is Debbie, and I'm the professor at True Crime University. Join me in the classroom Thursdays, wherever you get your podcasts, for intellectual discussions about crime, psychology, and why criminals do what they do. See you there.
Now back to Criminal AF. All right, that was kind of fucked up. All right, we're going to jump right into this story about two handymen who went missing from a 20-acre farm in Wimer, Oregon. One in 2012 and the other in 2013. In 2014, detectives following up on an identity fraud case made a horrific discovery, Garrett. Ooh. Now, I'm just going to put this out there. We're going to tell this story as it's told through the media outlets, through court documents and police records, just like we do with any other story. Okay? I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Some foreshadowing here.
Some foreshadowing. All right. So put your earbuds in, pour yourself a favorite drink. And yep, there you go. And tell your kids that summer vacation is to be spent outside. So get the fuck out of the house because it's time to fuck this episode in the mouth. What do you say? Ready for this?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. Now, this story begins on July 8th, 1948, when Susan Monica was born as Stephen Buchanan in San Francisco, California.
Wait, what a great way to start the story.
All right. Little is known about her life growing up, but we know she had a brother and a sister. She explained during her police interview that her sister had Down syndrome, and her mother couldn't handle having a child with a disability, so her sister was placed in a foster home in Santa Rosa.
What a pussy.
Yep.
Especially
so,
Downs. Like, come on.
Downs is...
I know. Like, that, like...
It's not really a thing. You know what I mean? It's not like... I mean, whatever. But
yeah.
There's a lot...
There's a lot worse.
It could be harder. It could be harder. All right. Now, Susan said that she had been told that her sister had died, and she was estranged from her brother. She said that the last time she had heard, he was living in South Dakota. What this says to me is that Susan Monica did not have a healthy childhood growing up.
Probably not.
She did not form any familial bonds with her siblings or parents and was possibly physically and emotionally abused in her childhood.
I mean, to be fair, has any story that took place in the 40s or 50s that we've told on this podcast, nobody had a good childhood back then.
It was rough.
I feel like everybody had a bad childhood in the 40s.
Why aren't you in bed at 7 p.m.? Whack!
Yeah, where's my drink?
Yep. Shh, your father just came home from work. Sit down. Nobody talk. Everybody be quiet.
Imagine.
Yeah. All right. So now, but this is all speculation. I'm just throwing this out there, And as we said, there wasn't much information of her upbringing, but this speculation is consistent to, as we said, other cases that we've covered. Now, Susan, still known as Stephen Buchanan at the time, enlisted in the United States Navy during the Vietnam War.
Uh-oh.
Another
Vietnam vet. We got a history here.
Yeah, she was honorably discharged from the Navy after completing her service, and shortly thereafter, Susan Monica began living her life as a woman. She worked her way to becoming a very successful engineering career before buying the 20-acre farm in Wimer, Oregon in 1991.
Hey, my birth year.
Yep. Where... your birth year. Shut the fuck up. Where she raised pigs, chickens, and ran her wrought iron fence and gate business called White Queen Construction. What's so funny, Garrett? Why are you laughing?
Nothing. It's just the fact that
What?
White Queen Construction is just funny to me because like knowing his pet or her pet.
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Would you hire somebody from
White Queen
if
Construction?
you needed like your living room painted or an addition?
No, if I needed an iron fence
A
or a
raw
gate.
iron fence or some chicken eggs. If I need some eggs or some bacon, I'd probably call White Queen Farms.
Construction.
Yeah. When Susan first bought her property, it was totally undeveloped, so it was all full of trees, nothing really going on. It didn't take her long to build a large barn on the property for her farm animals to live in. By mid-2013, she started work on building a house. Susan had placed an ad online looking for a handyman to help in the construction of the home. A 56-year-old man named Robert Haney had answered the ad that Susan had put out to hire. Now, to Robert, Susan Monica seemed like a legitimate employer, and he had been looking for an excuse to live a simple life. He was doing various other jobs, including carpentry, manual labor, repairs, etc. Basically, he did whatever she asked of him. Now, he and his dog, they lived in a small trailer on the property, and according to Robert Haney's son, Jesse, Robert and Susan had a deal where he would get to stay on the property and be paid cash and help Susan build the house from the ground up. Apparently, he was a great builder, very good with his hands, Garrett. Now, by December 2013, Robert Haney's family realized that they hadn't heard from him in well over 2 months. Well, been trying to get a hold of my father. Where the hell is he?
Yeah.
Now,
He's living in a trailer on somebody's farm.
Right. Now, obviously, this was concerning and ended up prompting a visit to Susan's farm. When they arrived on January 1st, 2014, Susan had told him that Robert had just basically left, and he had asked Susan to look after the dog and gave her some cash. He's like, you know what? Maybe this farm life isn't for me. Keep my dog. Here's some cash. I'm out of here. All right?
That's a couple red flags right there.
Yeah, and she assumed it was because he had been upset over learning about a close family member's assault. Apparently, this put him into quite a spiral mentally, and his drinking got quite heavy, and he was extremely upset. So he just up and left. Now, at this point, Monica had asked Robert's children to get his stuff out of the trailer that was on the property. He doesn't work for me anymore. Get his shit out of here. Fuck him. Now, as they went through the trailer, they could see almost immediately that things were not right. Things seemed, it wasn't as fucked up of a trailer living, on a farm, where you would think like a trailer would be all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a rundown Winnebago.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up on blocks, no tires.
Yep.
Kind of thing. There were
overgrown bushes in a car without a motor. Like, typical Florida man shit.
Yeah. The dog chain bolted right to the fucking side of the trailer. Yeah. All right. There's some really big red flags for them with regards to all of Robert's tools. They were still there, strewn all over.
Yeah. No, you're going to leave the dog, but you're going to take the tools.
Right. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Never mind. They had explained that there's no way their dad would leave without his tools. Right. It was like an extension of him.
Yeah.
He'd take very good care of these tools. They were like his livelihood. Fuck the dog.
I'm keeping the tools.
I'm keeping the tools. Yeah. All right. So they also saw his favorite leather jacket. Everybody's got a favorite leather jacket. In case you got one, right? Favorite leather jacket.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, in Oregon, maybe.
Yeah. In your trailer? It's in your backyard.
In my trailer.
Hanging right off the thing. Yeah. All right. It was at this point that they decided to talk to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office to report their dad missing. Soon, they learned that it had actually been months since anyone had seen Robert Haney. And since he paid for everything in cash, it was extremely difficult to tell where he had gone and what he was doing.
That's pretty hard to do in 2013.
Yeah, it is. Be off the grid like that?
Yeah.
Now, of course, the sheriff's office asked whether or not Robert had any bank cards or credit cards, which he did not. But he did have an Oregon Trail electronic benefits transfer card that he used to collect his benefits. You know, Social Security, whatever.
They call it the Oregon Trail electronic benefits transfer card?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right,
Join the dysentery credit
I was going to
union.
say, like, what?
Yeah. It's right down the road from the Donner Party fucking buffet. It was found that
You died for dysentery. You can't collect your benefits anymore. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. It was found that his electronic benefit transfer card was used in December of 2013 at a nearby Walmart, months after he allegedly left Susan Monica's property. Right? Now, the electronic benefit transfer card, just kind of explain it, is electronic
No, you have to say it right. It's the Oregon Trail.
The Oregon Trail. The Oregon Trail electronic benefit transfer card is an electronic system that allows state welfare department to issue benefits of via magnetically encoded payment card, which can be used wherever in the United States.
Gotcha.
If that made sense.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Sounds sophisticated.
Yeah, I can't read my own writing. All right, so it was at this point that detectives took a drive out to Susan Monica's property to ask her about Robert's disappearance. They said when they arrived, there was something out of the Twilight Zone. There was vehicles, like shitty makeshift structures, garbage thrown everywhere. Basically, the property of a hoarder.
That's
right?
in my mind. That's where I was thinking that.
Right. And if you see pictures of Susan Monica in the interrogation, fucking disgusting.
She got a dirty moo-moo on.
Yeah, like nasty, shit-stained fucking clothes.
A dirty version of the mom from Babe. Yeah. That's what I'm picturing in my head. That's what I'm picturing in my head.
Yeah, and she actually admits in the video, in the interrogation, because they had her sitting in there for so long, she's like, I shit my pants! And they didn't do anything. They didn't like have her go to the bathroom. No, she just sat there in her fucking shit.
Jesus, we got to find those somewhere.
Imagine trying to interrogate her in that room and it just smells.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
And they have to act that, like, play that good cop, bad cop, like, thing that they do. You know what I mean? Where they're like, oh, yeah.
I would let you go wipe your ass. However, this guy, you're sitting there, you ain't moving.
He has to know the truth.
Yeah.
You mind switching me spots? Can I switch you spots? Sometimes the lighting in here gets a bit weird on me.
Is the camera on the wrong end here? Ah, shit.
You don't want the sandwich?
Not at the moment.
All right.
And I don't want my pants either, but since I shit in my pants, without you being able to wipe my ass here.
So I'll kind of skip. Is it okay if I skip over something?
Criminal AF will be back after this quick break. How can you get generic Viagra for just 87 cents per 100 milligram tablet? First, just click the link for Friday plans in the episode description to receive $10 off your first order. Then, select why you need generic Viagra, the quantity you need, and the dosage, and give it a few seconds for their system to qualify you and find the best deals, and boom, generic Viagra for just 87 cents for each 100 milligram tablet. It's that easy. And don't worry, your doctor's visit and shipping are free. So click on the link in episode description to receive $10 off your first order of generic Viagra from Friday Plans. With the amount of graphic research I do for this show on my phone, tablet, and computer, if someone didn't know me, they'd think I was an active serial killer or someone really into death and murder. I mean, which I kind of am. But still, I don't want those who have no business seeing my online activity to gain access or to get hacked. That's why I use NordVPN. With NordVPN, I can avoid government tracking, hackers, and other forms of exploitation by allowing me to change my IP address, virtually disappearing on the web. So go to the show notes on this episode and click the link for NordVPN. What's good, everybody? Nothing says I am one of the debauched like Criminal AF apparel and merchandise. Choose from multiple designs that fit your style and your attitude. For women, for men, around the home, or at the office. You can look great repping Criminal AF wherever you go and help support the podcast as well by visiting criminalafpodcast.com/shop or click on the link in the episode description.
Go get you some merch.
Yes, sir. Now back to Criminal AF. All right, so Susan Monica had told detectives that Robert had lived and worked on her property for about 6 months, but in the fall, he took a turn for the worse after receiving a phone call about his family member's assault. When detectives reviewed security camera footage, they saw Susan Monica using Robert's EBT card, his Oregon Trails electronic fucking card, at the Walmart that was about 25-minute drive from Monica's property. Now, law enforcement then executed a search warrant on the property. They were taken aback by the sheer squalor of the property. There was piles of garbage, rotting food, and industrial waste. They also complained of a very strong smell of decay. Wonder where that was coming from.
I mean, it'd be hard to pinpoint anything.
Where the decay was coming from?
Yeah, in a hoarder's house?
Probably from the crotch.
Ugh.
As they were executing the search warrant, they were filming. And one of the officers said to the detective in charge, "I think we found something." The investigator spotted a human leg in the catchment pond. And it was clear to them that it was not an animal bone.
Ooh.
It appeared to be a human leg, as we just said, that had been severed mid-femur down to the toes. So, what do you think they do?
They bring the mom from Babe down to the sheriff's station.
Yeah, they bring the mom from Babe down to the sheriff's station for questioning.
That'll do, pig. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing Babe references right now.
Did you watch that movie recently?
I know, you're all about Babe right
Sorry,
now.
go ahead. That's what I'm picturing right now.
All right, so they bring her down to the station for questioning, and once she is confronted with the discovery of the human leg on her property, she begins spinning her story. She told detectives that one day in the fall, she saw her pigs in a feeding frenzy. And when she went to go check out what it was, she saw Robert laying there with his guts all over the place. He was being eaten alive by the pigs. She then went on to say that she couldn't stand seeing him suffer, so she went and got her gun.
Holy shit.
And shot him, just like she would with any other suffering animal on her property. She then left Robert's body in the pig pen until a couple of days later, when she scooped up his remains and put them in a garbage bag.
Dude, this hardcore.
Oh, yeah. She claimed that a coyote or something must have gotten into one of the bags and dragged the foot out to the pond. Plausible. Could happen.
What in the backcountry east bumfuck shit is going?
All right. So when asked why she wouldn't call authorities, Susan explained that she was worried that authorities would want her to kill her pigs. God forbid, don't kill her pigs. The investigators then asked what else they might find on the property, and it was then that she broke down and said that they may find something way worse.
Whoa.
She took a pen and a paper and drew them a map of the property and put an X on the part of in the middle of the map. She then told them, right here, that's where you're going to find Steve. Steve, or Steven Delicino, was another former handyman of Monica's who worked on her property in the summer of 2012, a full year before Robert Haney arrived. Now, Monica had an explanation, of course, of why Delicino's body was buried on her property.
I'm curious.
Well, we're about to find out. So, according to Susan Monica, while Delicino was working for her, she noticed that the two of her guns were missing.
Uh-oh.
Who the fuck took my guns? They had to dig through all the fucking pigsty and the trash on the ground just fucking dig out my guns. I'm fucking pissed. She looked through his property and found them among Delicino's things. But when she confronted him about it, they got into sort of a wrestling match. You want to wrestle? I'll wrestle you for them guns. Ting. That was chewing tobacco. In case
I picked it up. I
got it immediately.
Oh, thank you.
I'm an avid tobacco chewer.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. Susan had said that when they were having a physical altercation, Steven got an erection. No, just kidding. Stephen had grabbed one of her breast implants.
Wait.
What?
She lives on a farm.
Yes.
How does she have breast implants? She's in rural Oregon, living on a farm.
She was a successful engineer. She's able to buy a 20-acre farm.
Well, now you just messed up my whole Babe.
Why?
The mom from Babe.
She doesn't have breast implants?
No, I don't know.
She could.
I need to see a picture.
Yeah, Casey, can you pull up a picture of Susan Monica?
Sure, Dave.
All right. So, yeah, that's her right there. Yeah. Fucking train wreck, right?
With some fat fake tits.
Yeah, with no big old titties.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so, all right, here we go. All right. So, Susan had said that when they got into having their physical altercation, Stephen had grabbed one of her breast implants and twisted it so bad that she felt like it ruptured. She complained that she, of course, had to defend herself after spending $9,000 on something and having it almost destroyed.
Hey, fair assessment.
Yeah.
There.
Yep.
Everybody's entitled to
to their property. Right? It depends on the state. You know, there's some weird laws, but we might be fine.
Like if you're gonna burst one of my fucking titties.
Yeah, I spent $9,000. That's a felony. And what's over a felony? 500 over a felony.
Yeah, I'm fucking murdering your ass. Fuck you. All right, so at some point during the altercation, she claimed that one of the guns went off and struck Delacino in the back of his head. Now, Monica said that at one point during the struggle, she had grabbed another rifle and standing over Delacino, shot him dead.
Damn.
Fuck you, motherfucker. That's for my tit. All right. After admitted to at least 2 unreported killings on her property, Detective Eric Henderson asked Susan if there were any other dead bodies on her property that they might encounter. Detective Henderson said, she told me that if she had mentioned anything about the other 17 others that she would spend the rest of her life in jail.
17?
17. I don't know if this is a joke or what.
Yeah.
But, hey, how about it?
I keep, listening to the story of her, wrestling these individuals and stuff like that. How did she do this, right? But I keep forgetting that she transitioned. I keep forgetting that,
yeah,
that because she's like, oh, I was wrestling this guy, I wrestled that guy.
Right.
She's
a what?
And Mark.
She's a man.
Keep this. She's a what, Garrett?
She's a man originally, biologically.
Biologically, yes.
I don't want to get canceled.
I mean, the first issue with who was it? Stephen.
The first one was, chronologically, the first one was Stephen. But story-wise, the first one was Robert.
Yes. Stephen was the one that broke her.
Who popped her titty.
Yeah, her breast.
Her breast.
Yeah, no, that's total self-defense.
No, say titty. Casey.
Or breast. Say titty.
Say titty.
Say titty.
Her implant ruptured.
Yes.
Her
implant ruptured.
Yes.
She was just defending herself. Obviously, that's a legitimate story. It's so unbelievable. It's got to be believed.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and I'm sure the detectives will vindicate her.
Absolutely. Yeah. She'll get off. Yeah.
She'll get off. Easily.
I mean, it's a good defense. I can see where her where the
logic is.
Yeah, where the logic was there. Yeah. Well, see, I had to. I cost $9,000. That's my property.
Well, yeah. I mean, in both cases, she saw one guy getting eaten alive by pigs.
So I want to put him
and she's like, I'm just going to put him out of his fucking memory, his misery.
I could just see her sitting with the detective, just coming up with excuses
with shit in her pants.
I shit in my pants.
So why?
I shit my pants.
I shit in my pants.
Why also did Stephen get shot in the back of the head?
Right, yeah.
If you were wrestling with him in your self-defense, you got shot in the back of the head.
Well, the first shot was for the ruptured titty.
Yeah.
And the other one is because her fucking nipples are probably still fucking sore.
Yeah, she got that secondary anger.
Right.
That burns.
God damn it.
All right, we're getting distracted here.
So Susan's stories, they keep changing. And while she initially claimed that she had shot Delacino in self-defense, she later claimed he repeatedly shot himself in the head.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so now we're just changing the story.
Right. Kind of like the Clintons.
Stop. We're not. Stop it. Stop it. We're getting on we're teeter-tottering. We got transgender. We got Clinton. We got.
I did not have sex relations with that woman.
Damn, your bill's real good.
Wait, what?
I said his Bill Clinton's very good.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. All right. And none of her stories matched forensic evidence collected at the scene. Now, during her videotaped interrogation, when she had shit in her pants,
I shit in my pants.
Monica had stated, "I do not value human life very much. The only thing wrong with this planet is there's people on it. If it weren't for us, all the other animals, dodo birds, and whatever else would still be here." Well, she does make a point.
Not true, but okay.
The dodo birds just died because they couldn't fucking fly. They couldn't escape the humans. Their fault, not ours.
I mean, I'm sure there were animals that went extinct
because of,
before humans were here, like all the dinosaurs, and if you believe in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If you believe in that kind of stuff, that's hilarious.
See, we would be having so much fun in another type of podcast right now. Susan Monica was charged with killing Robert Haney in September of 2013 and Stephen Delacino in August of 2012. She first appeared in court video on Tuesday, January 24th, 2014. She attempted to fire her defense attorneys, but the judge denied her request. Susan told Jackson County Judge Timothy Barnack that her attorneys are not properly investigating her defense. Monica complained that one of the attorneys, Christine Herbert, architect,
Herbert,
wanted her to sign a waiver to look at any mental health records that might exist on her. She seems to be more interested in my mental health than in this case.
I mean, it's a fair defense. She knows you're fucked regardless.
Yeah.
Like, she's trying to help you out a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
You're kind of crazy.
Yeah, you're...
Barnack declined to fire Herbert and co-defense attorney Zachary Light. The judge also wouldn't let Monica represent herself on 2 murder or felony abuse of...
Imagine that show.
Yeah.
Imagine her representing herself.
Oh, that would have been... That would have been great.
Right.
Especially if they allowed TVs in the courtroom. That would have been hilarious.
Well, you see what happened, Your Honor.
It was self-defense.
My tit almost got ripped
They gave me a titty twister.
$9,000, Your Honor. $9,000.
That was a $9,000 titty twister. It pissed me off. So I put a bullet in his fucking head.
The back of his head.
In the back of his head, yeah.
I shit in my pants.
All right, so the judge wouldn't let Monica represent herself on 2 murder charges and 2 felony abuse of corpse charges, as she had requested.
Do you get charged if you feed the corpse to the pigs?
Abuse of corpse.
That would be abuse of corpse? Yeah. That's an extra card? Oh, okay.
Yeah, anything.
Good to know.
Anything other than doing a proper disposal,
or burial,
disposal of a corpse is abuse of corpse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. I'll give you an opportunity to represent yourself down the line, but for now, the judge said, it would be a mistake not to let them work the case right now.
The judge is probably like, listen, you're going to jail anyway.
Yeah.
At least she's trying to help you out.
He's like, we're not dealing with a fucking mistrial here. So now Barnack told Monica that you're normal to me and reminded her that she is innocent until proven guilty. I realize I am guilty of a couple things, but I am not guilty of murder, Susan Monica had said. The rambling 17-minute hearing was prompted by a letter Monica wrote to Barnack that he said contained information about the case. In April 2015, the trial began. Susan Monica pled not guilty to 2 counts of murder, abuse of a corpse, and identity theft, which we know this is how the case originally fucking started, right?
The
Oregon Trail.
Electronic
debit card. The trial lasted 6 days and definitely had its circus moments. Susan, she wore a number of different wigs and definitely was animated and dramatic during the proceedings.
God, I'm going to look all this up later on.
Yeah.
I'm going to look all these trials.
It's so wild. I was trying to get the video for all this, but I was having a problem recording it. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. You got to check it out.
I shit in my pants.
Now, Monica, despite having representation, chose to cross-examine Eric Henderson, the case's lead investigator. And during the trial, An Oregon State Police anthropologist testified that Haney's legs had been dismembered with an axe and that his thigh bones showed signs of being gnawed on by an animal. So goes the story about the pig, right?
Yeah.
Now, the anthropologist stated that it was unclear whether Haney had been dead prior to his dismemberment of his legs. It was also stated by the anthropologist that Delacino had suffered 3 to 4 gunshot wounds to the head. God, that must have been a horrible titty twister. Another witness who had been in jail with Monica testified that she had received a birthday card from her signed from the sweetest murderer in Jackson County. Oh, that's sweet. You are sweet. Now, Susan had addressed Haney's family, digging her heels in about her story that she had discovered a disemboweled Haney inexplicably in her pen being devoured by pigs and near death a month after he disappeared in the fall of 2013. I couldn't bring myself to call you simply to say, hey, your father has finally shown up. Come get him out of my pig pen, she said while sitting in court. She's like, I just couldn't do it. Closing arguments happened. But then just one more scene just before the jury was set to deliberate. As Barnack addressed the jury, Monica stood up, raised her hand, and began asking for the chance to give jurors one more demonstration on how she claimed she shot Delacino with the gun held perpendicular to the ground and in the air, the only way her story could match forensic evidence.
Yeah, because the best way to, convince a jury that you're innocent is to get up and act out how you shot someone.
Exactly how the forensic evidence fucking demonstrated.
Great idea.
Monica blurted out, I'd like to demonstrate how I shot him for 10 seconds. That's all I need, 10 seconds. And Judge Barnack at first ignored her. Then Monica put her hands in the air, as she did in her earlier testimony from the stand, and said, I held the gun like this. Pretty animated, right?
Yeah.
How did it go?
I'm in the line of fire, so just...
Sorry. You were my intended target.
Yeah, muzzle discipline.
Yeah, finger off the trigger, please.
Barnack ordered her back to the Jackson County Jail, and sheriff's deputies took her away. She returned less than 2 hours later for the verdict. The jury didn't buy Monica's claim that she shot Delacino 5 times in the head in self-defense during the struggle in her barn, or that she shot Haney to put him out of his misery. The so-called mercy defense is also not acknowledged under Oregon Trail electronic card law. It took the 10-man, 2-woman jury about an hour to elect a 4-person and reach its verdict of guilty on all charges.
Imagine sitting in on that jury verdict. Yeah. They're like, why they take an hour? They probably just hung out for a little bit. Like, we got to make this look like we're actually going to do something.
That's probably what it was.
They're like, we can't just come right back in the room.
Does anybody have Dash Pass? We got to go on our lunch before we go back out there.
Somebody get the Oregon Trail EBT.
Does Dash Pass take an Oregon Trail EBT card?
PBT card. We're gonna get some pizzas.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you can take your shit-stained fucking pants and go fuck off.
I shit in my pants.
Now, Judge Barnack, he addressed Susan Monica. He says, you shot 2 people and fed them to you pigs. I don't know how else I can put it, that you value your pigs more than you value people. It may sound harsh, but you are a cold-blooded killer. And Barnack sentenced Monica to 2 consecutive life terms.
Wow.
With a mandatory 25-year minimum on the murder charges. She was given credit for time served in the Jackson City County Jail and her remaining convictions. Susan could have awaited sentencing, but asked for it to be imposed as soon as the jury was dismissed, saying, it doesn't seem to matter. Just fucking sentence me. I'm over it.
I shit in my pants.
Oh, man, what a story.
So
that's a good one.
That'll do it.
Those are back-to-back fucking...
Yeah.
I'd appeal that.
Yeah. Appeal it?
How would you have... As a defense attorney, how would you defend her? That's what...
I mean,
see, this is what I like.
Look,
this is what I like Casey for.
No. I mean, obviously, she's got something there. Pigs are adorable. There are some adorable pigs.
There are.
And, I wouldn't want to see anything bad happen to some adorable pigs.
Mm-hmm.
They're also bloodthirsty.
Are they the pigs that they wear the bow tie?
I mean, I would imagine.
And they get the little squiggly.
Probably not.
Based on the description we've heard of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like they'd be well kept.
Well kept. Bow
Pigs,
tie.
bow tie wearing pigs.
I like it. Okay.
There's no defense. You could actually be... That defense attorney was looking for anything. Can I just please look into your mental health?
Yeah.
Please.
There's probably a procedural error or something, you know.
Your Honor, I'd like to call to the stand a breast implant titty twister specialist. The amount of pain that happens when you burst one of your implants from a titty twister can cause you extreme distress.
God, I gotta... I'm 100% after this. I'm going to go Google...
Susan Monica?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to look up all the interviews. You have to look up the interrogation.
This is going to be a good one.
The best part is she's sitting there. I'm not even kidding. This is the funniest fucking part. I mean, there's a lot of comical fucking spots in this fucking interrogation. But the best is she's sitting there. She's sitting in a chair, okay, for like 20 minutes. And you can see her kind of like shifting around.
Oh, she's letting a little bit of gas out here, a little bit of gas, yeah.
The detective comes into the interrogation room. And I don't know if it's because the camera is angled a certain way or he's doing it for a power struggle or whatever. He tells Susan Monica, I need you to sit in that chair.
Yeah.
And as Susan Monica gets up out of the chair to move to the other one, that's when she says,
Since I shit in my pants.
and the detective, not even phased, doesn't even look at the chair to see if there's fucking shit stains
Sits
on the
right
chair.
back down.
He sits right in the chair.
Oh,
He's
like
like,
it.
fuck you, I don't care.
Dedication right
Yep,
there.
I don't care. You sit down. And she sat there another fucking hour with fucking shit in her pants. That was pretty fucking wild. I shit my pants!
That should be the name of the episode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this episode of Criminal AF. You know, you can let us know what you thought of this episode by going to leave a comment on Good Pods or on Spotify or leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Now you can head on over to criminalasfuck.com to ask us anything you'd like via our mail call tab, or if you'd like us to give us some shitty advice, you know, like we do sometimes, you can hit us up on our Dear Douchebags tab. Now signing off from Studio Chloroform, keep your head on a swivel and stay safe till next time.
See ya!
Casey, you didn't say see ya.
Oh, see ya.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
See ya!
Now give me our theme music.